I watch a lot of vlogs, and I watch them from people who are traveling all over the world and going to super interesting places, but also people who are just sitting around their house telling you about their life while they're cooking or cleaning and doing regular mundane things like that. I also click on a lot of the vlogs that YouTube recommends to me of people who I don't have any awareness of, just to see who they are and what kind of vlogging style they have, and just like kind of pulling inspiration from that. So it's a little bit weird that because I'm so interested in vlogging as an art form, that I'm so self-conscious to do it myself. Even though I did it for an entire year, uploading a new vlog every single day, I still feel weird about it because none of those were very good. They didn't really have a message. It was just me saying, hey, here's the thing I'm doing today. I'm eating here, I'm doing this. And there wasn't really any overall message or point to any of them. It was just like a visual representation of what I did that day. And I'm happy to have those to look back on. I'd rather have something imperfect representing that time in my life than to have nothing at all. So I can still go back and look and, 7 years ago, here's what I was doing. Here's what I looked like. Here's the people who I was surrounded with. And, maybe some of them aren't here anymore. It just gives me the ability to do that. I'd rather have something than nothing. So it's kind of weird that given how interested I am in vlogging as an art form, that I'm so self-conscious to do it myself. And I think the biggest reason holding me back from, getting back into vlogging myself is I don't feel like I have an interesting life. I don't live in an interesting area. I have a regular non-fancy job, and I just don't think that there's anyone out there who would look at me and my life and the things I have to share and be interested enough to watch a 10-minute video about it. And the other thing is, I'm a little worried that people would look at me, maybe people from my life, who know me, would think it's weird that I'm pulling out a camera and talking into it and displaying these things that I'm doing, these boring things that I'm doing, and be like, who is he to do that? Why does he think he's interesting enough or, worthy enough to document this dumb thing that he's doing? And maybe they'll think I'm a narcissist or like super self-centered, even though that's not my reason for doing it. My reason is that I like creating video and editing video, and I love documenting things, for future, reference. I have a lot of nostalgia for, you know, things that have happened in the past. I'm just really interested in documentation of people's lives, everyone's lives, strangers who I don't know, myself, so that I can look back for me and, see things that I've experienced in the past, another time, or, for my kids or someday, maybe grandkids, to kind of just say, like, who was this person? So our group at work is doing a paint some pottery, I think, just kind of as a group activity to celebrate the holidays a little bit after the holidays. So let's go paint something. But here's what I'm telling myself to kind of get past this self-doubt. What one person might think is boring, someone else might find truly fascinating. Maybe you're an introvert documenting life in your own quiet way, and another introvert out there will see themselves in you. Maybe someone with a wildly different life wonders what it's like to have a regular 9-to-5 job, or maybe someone who's just looking for a slice of calm in their day, and they find it in your vlog. The truth is, we're all drawn to different things. Some people love the flashy, adventurous vlogs traveling all across the globe, and others might just want to watch someone make coffee and talk about their thoughts. There's room for it all. And there's room for you. And me, I guess. For the year that I was a daily vlogger, my videos weren't polished or exciting by most people's standards. Definitely not my standards. But they're still a part of my story. Looking back, I'm so glad I documented those little imperfect moments because they remind me of where I was and how far I've come. And that's reason enough to hit record. So if you're like me and you've ever thought that your life just isn't interesting enough to share, You just have to trust that there are people out there who are going to see the beauty in it. You don't need to be extraordinary or lead an amazing life to make a connection with people. Just be yourself and tell your story because you never know who out there might need to hear it. I don't like ending videos on a super serious note, so. I was in the bathroom just now, and there's a guy at the urinal, and he has his phone down inside the urinal as he's peeing, and he's like scrolling through his messages or something like that, and the phone is physically inside the casing of the urinal. There's definitely got to be some pee-pee splash on the phone. That's disgusting. And then you bring the phone up to your mouth to talk and stuff. It's just, that's so gross.